Moving on to a couple almost as divisive as Donald Trump. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle put on a united front today, appearing in a charity video about working with young people. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex looked cosy, sitting side by side, despite recent claims the pair are taking time apart.
Congratulations, this is great, and we're so happy to have you as part of this team.
Really, thank you for all the work you're doing. It's huge. It's making an enormous impact.
Thank you for doing everything that you do. Our kids especially are incredibly grateful.
They don't know it yet.
They don't know it yet.
But they will.
So good to talk to you.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, everyone.
Have a good
Take
one.
care, bye.
Speculation that the Duke and Duchess have been giving each other space has been raging since Harry visited the UK for his father's coronation alone. But the pair now seem keen to put that to bed. And in another bolster for brand Sussex, a source at Spotify has told The Sun the couple weren't to blame for their £18 million deal going sour. It was alleged that the couple hadn't produced enough content to satisfy the streaming giant. But it is now believed the pair had plenty of ideas to pitch, but were held to a higher standard. What does that even mean? Actually, do you know what? You're going to like this, Nicola.
Oh, go on.
You will too, Georgie. You'll all love it, actually. I'm glad to see them together. I don't want them to split up because I think they need each other. I mean, they so often seem to be this couple beleaguered by everything else and everyone else. And there are all these stories that he was going to hotels to get away from her. I can imagine why. But, you know, I'm not sure they were ever true. So I'm glad they're together again. And that.
Well, you said again.
Well, all right. I'm glad they've scotched rumours that they're on the point of splitting. But apart from that,
What else is there to say?
Just a sickly video about kids and worthy causes.
Well, when Harry said our kids are grateful, what a load of absolute twaddle. The kids are nowhere near old enough.
And Meghan corrected him and said, not yet, but they will
That's
be.
where the brains are in that relationship.
Exactly. Look, this is just a couple who are on TV or doing some promotion for something, and then it's being spun into, oh, they're putting on a united front. Is it not normal for couples to turn up the places together and to be seen together? Completely normal.
By the way, they were not held to a higher standard by Spotify. Like every other endeavour they go into, they're held to a much lower standard. That's the whole point of it.
I mean, for 18 million, I think it's okay to hold them to a high standard.
Everybody has to be held to a high standard if you're being paid 18 million.
Well, no, they were held to a much lower standard.
Every time I see them when it's like this, I just think it's so sad that they're not really kind of... I know they are still part of the royal family. Prince Harry will always be part of the royal family. But I just think...
It's a shame.
It is such a shame. Every time I see them, I just think, oh, it's such a shame.
Whose fault is that they're not part of it?
Oh, for goodness sake. It's what's called 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. You know.
But initially, let's go back to before they had the documentary on Netflix, before he had Spare, they said to the royal family, we want to step out a little bit and do part in, part out. The royal family said no. They felt then that they were pushed out from the royal family, and the British press themselves. We can't.
But you know,
we can laugh down tonight, but the British press attacked them.
You could equally say that they could have worked with that, for goodness' sake. You could have worked. You could have said that they could have been a bit more.
Part of it and
anyway,
not part of it, and they were told no. You're either in or you're out. So they said, OK, then we're out. What's
Nicola?
I'm with JJ, obviously.
I just want to hear what you think about it.
You do? You want to hear what I think?
I do.
Do you know what I think, Kevin? I think that if it was Kate and William who were doing that video with exactly the same words and exactly the same sentiment, you wouldn't think it was sickly and you wouldn't be vomiting.
They probably wouldn't.
I do find Kate and William a bit sickly.
Yeah,
they're just as sort of worthy as Harry and Meghan.
And they certainly
really gets on my wick.
And they,
you can't tell.
They probably wouldn't do that.
You can't tell.
Yeah, I just don't
There's no
like it.
pleasing him, is there, basically?
There really isn't. And I think a lot of it comes down to this, like, California-ism. But as we know, Kevin spent a lot of time in California.
I was at the theatre today.